All right, happy Monday night, everyone. Happy Monday evening. Just wanted to come a little live here on Facebook. Let me tell you what the current time is. The current time, it is 9:22 p.m. on Monday, March the 29th. Wanted to bring you this little update about what we got going on. Today was still an active day. We had a little bit of rain and storms in the morning. It dried out. The sunshine was back out by the evening, but now this is kind of switching over from the severe weather event over the weekend and into this morning to now as more of a flash flooding and flooding event. We've got quite a lot of flood warnings out over some of our rivers, including the Ogmulgee River, the Flint River, the Oconee River. Lake Sinclair and Georgia Power is having a lot with their dam. They have all 5 of the floodgates open. That's allowing even more of the water to go down the Oconee River. So still pretty active evening, and rain isn't quite done in the forecast yet. So just wanted to come on here live for 10 minutes or so before our 10 and 11 o'clock newscast, just to kind of give you some update. If you're joining us on Facebook, though, definitely don't be afraid to say hi in the comments. I love to chat with you all on here. And let me go ahead and share this onto my page really fast as well. Share now. Right. Hopefully that'll work. But yeah, oh wait, I'm not even on the camera. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday night. Yeah, if you're joining us, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, come say hi in the comments. Ask how my day was, how your day. I'm asking how your day is. It's so nice to see you all. Just kind of wanted to come on and give you some updates here. So hi, Quinn Notes. How are you? Hi, Emily. Happy Monday evening to everyone. Let me make sure I share this as well. I know we're very tired of the rain. I kind of am too. I'm very tired, honestly. I've been working a lot this weekend, just watching the radar, making sure that everything's staying safe. The front that we had today, that we've really had for this weekend, that was stalled out over us, it's finally beginning to fizzle out. So we've got a little bit of some showers still exiting down South Georgia, North Florida. But tomorrow we have one more wave of low pressure that develops along the stalled out front. And then that's going to sweep everything out of here. High pressure fills in for its place. So the sun shines back by Wednesday and Thursday. But tomorrow is really another day that we could be getting some showers. The severe risk is low for tomorrow. We really are south. It's going to be mostly for South Georgia that gets hit with the stronger storms. But we're going to still have some showers throughout the afternoon. So really getting up tomorrow morning. You're not going to need the rain gear. You may want it, though, to take with you, especially because the rain's going to really be through the afternoon if you have any lunch plans. That's really when the rain's going to pick up, and then it dries back out by the evening. So the timing for the rain tomorrow, it's really kind of through the afternoon hours, maybe I'll say 12 to 5 o'clock. We can go look at the models to show kind of when the rain's going to move through. It's not going to be an all-day rain, and it's not going to be as heavy downpours as it really was last night and over the weekend as well. But yes, happy Monday evening. Hi, Colton. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Linda. What does the rain look like in the morning? The morning should be fine. Just a lot of clouds tomorrow morning. The rain's going to be developing through the afternoon. So we can go right there and start to time this out for you. So this is at 6 a.m. If you're an early riser, a lot of clouds out there, but we're mostly dry. The wave of low pressure starts to develop early in the morning out west. By 8 o'clock, we're still dry as well. We could have some fog developing tomorrow morning. That really looks to be the primary threat for heading out the doors. We could have some patchy fog out there. If you do drive in fog and it's still nighttime, remember not to have your high beams on, because the fog kind of acts like little mirrors in the atmosphere. And when you have the high beams on, it reflects it kind of right back into your own eyes. So keep the high beams off if you see any fog out tomorrow morning. So then lunchtime, this is when the downpours start to come. It looks to be kind of opposite as it has been the past few days, where most of the rain has been making it northward. I think the heaviest downpours tomorrow through lunchtime will be south of Macon. We could still get a few light showers out through areas northward, but most of the downpours are really going to be in South Georgia. And it's going to be a pretty quick hitter system. By 4 o'clock, it's out of here, and that's really the last of the rain. That is the last of the rain, at least for a few days. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're all dry, and then another system moves in on Saturday, but it's not going to be stalled out over top of us like it was this weekend. And then we'll get some peaks of sunshine by Tuesday afternoon as well, like we kind of had today. So it's really through the afternoon hours tomorrow. If you have any lunch plans, I would take the umbrella. If you're kind of going to work early, you're not going to need it for the morning ride there or back. It's really going to be right into those peak afternoon hours. When is it not going to rain? I love that, Lisa. It's not going to rain in terms of the rain ending. It'll be out of here by tomorrow. So around 4 o'clock tomorrow, the rain finally moves out. Not going to have to worry about that. And then it's kind of transitioning now, and it's still going to be talking about kind of the flooding from all of the rain that we got this weekend. Just today in Macon at the airport, we got I think it was 1 3/4 inches, so about 1.7, 1.8 inches of rain just today, and we had a lot more still over the weekend as well. So it's kind of turning now from the severe risk into a flooding event. A lot of the rivers do have flood warnings. So the Oconee River, the Ocmulgee River, even the Flint River all have flood warnings out. And it's pretty substantial that these warnings don't have an end time. They are until further notice because of just how high they are. We're not sure kind of how much longer these are going to hold on and how long they're going to be kind of in their flooding stage. The Ocmulgee and the Oconee are in their moderate flooding stage. They're over 20 feet right now. And that's just pretty substantial. I was driving along the Ocmulgee River, really like through downtown Macon, along the I-16, I-75 kind of split right there. And you can just see like along the sides of the roads, like the river has just kind of overflowed, and it's over like it's under the bridge. It's like the bridge doesn't have a lot of room between where the top of the water is and where the road starts. It's pretty substantial. If you haven't seen it, it's definitely quite a sight to see. Love you, Colton. It's fine. Is it going to be pleasant or muggy? It should be pretty pleasant on Wednesday. Tomorrow, it's still going to be more of a cloudy and dreary day, especially through the afternoon when we get that rain. But that's the last of the rain. Tomorrow, it's the last of the rain for at least a little bit. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it's beautiful, sunny, temps in the 70s, back in the 80s by Friday. Hi, Corinne. It's nice to see you. So we're holding on to that. A little bit more rain. I promise it'll be out of here soon. I know it's been really bad. And this is kind of transitioning now from that severe risk to the flooding, just because of all the rain that we got. We had that potential tornado that touched down in Milledgeville that left a lot of damage for them. There's been more reports of damage over in Troup County, kind of north and west. If I kind of show you, I can show you the storm reports that have been out, even just for the past 24 hours. There's been ping-pong-sized hail reports. This was kind of a big hail activities. Well, I'm looking at the hail tracker. There's no hail now. I've got to go to the storm reports. There we go. So these are kind of some of the storm reports. These are just over the last 24 hours. We got some down trees here in Bibb County. We had the flooding really along the river. These are more of the flooding. It's north of Thomaston in Upson County, Lamar County's near Barnesville, getting a lot of those flooding reports as well. So it's been really an active weekend. We finally begin to dry out. More rain tonight. Hi, Carolyn. No more rain tonight. As we head into the overnight hours, and tomorrow we're dry, and then through the afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, 12 to around 5 o'clock, I would say, we get hit with another kind of band of rain, but it's the last kind of low pressure system that kind of moves on through. So timing it out again, if you're an early riser, 6 o'clock, through the area, through about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're going to have to deal with some patchy fog. So that's really going to be the only kind of yellow light or kind of thing to slow you down. As you're driving to work tomorrow, we could have some of that patchy fog. And then through about 8 o'clock, we're still dry. Through the sun coming up and into the morning hours, by about lunchtime, this is when that wave of low pressure that develops along our stalled out front finally moves through. So I think, again, most of the heavy downpours will be south of Macon. We still could get some light showers for the northern counties as well, but really the heaviest downpours most likely will be south of Macon. And then it's out of here by 4 o'clock. End of the workday tomorrow. The clouds are still in place, but the rain will be done for a few days. So some good news with that. We get some breaks of sunshine by the evening hours as the sun begins to set. So if you've got any Tuesday evening plans, should be good to go. Just remember that we do have some areas of flooding, especially along the rivers, the Ocmulgee, the Oconee. So, and if you do see any flooding on the road, you always want to turn around. Don't drown. It doesn't take a lot of water on the roads to completely lose traction with your tires. And kind of, even if you're walking through it, that can easily kind of sweep you up off your feet. I was at High Falls State Park for the 5 and 6 o'clock shows earlier, and it looked like river rapids out there. If anyone's been to the High Falls State Park in northern Monroe County, it was kind of crazy what it looked like out there with all the waters. A lot of people were coming up to me and they were like, I haven't seen the water this high since the 90s. One guy lived kind of to the northern fringe of the park, and he was like, the water is like within 8 feet of my house. It's definitely crazy. So hopefully the flooding will continue to diminish now that the rain is starting to exit as well. I'm not complaining because it's helping my garden grow. I love that. But geez, we don't need all of it at once. Exactly. Exactly. That's nice, though, that we got a little garden growing. That's exciting. Hi, Laura. How are you? Yes, so definitely going to be quite an active night for us. Or that's really not the case at all. I don't know why I said that. I just kind of was using my filler words. So let me show you the 10-day here, show you what's really going on, really what's the move through. So tomorrow, it's still a lot of clouds. We get some scattered afternoon storms, really 12 through 5 o'clock, breaks of sunshine before the sun sets. It's 72 degrees, so it's a rather seasonable March day. For Wednesday, we're finally dry. The sunshine is fully back, a little bit cooler, 69. But then Thursday is really, I think it's the pick of the week in terms of my opinions, because really not going to have a lot of clouds. It's warm, it's bright, but it's still sticking in the 70s. I think once we kind of creep towards the 80s, it's like a little too hot. You get the heat and the sun, and it's like, ugh. I'm personally a fan of cooler weather anyway, so I think Thursday's the pick of the week. Friday still is going to be a nice day, mostly sunny, 82. Our next system arrives really at the worst possible time, right in time for the weekend. Saturday, our next storms arrive. It's going to be a quick hitter out of here. By Sunday, we're going to be maybe having a lingering shower or two in the morning, but it's not going to be like we had this weekend. It's going to be kind of one day of rain, and then it's out 79, 77, and then we're back to partly cloudy for next Monday. So finally, we get a few dry days, and then at least next Saturday, it's more storms, but at least it's not going to be all weekend like it was this past weekend. And this was actually the first weekend of spring that we had. It really was like a spring showers weekend rather than a spring temperature weekend. All right, yeah, so continuing, kind of wrapping everything up here. I don't really have much else to say. This was our almanac today. This is how much rain we got at the airport reported today. 1.77 inches, an inch and 3/4. A lot of rain that fell. So far this month, we've had 5.5 inches of rain. That's about almost 2 inches above the average. And it has been a wet year. January, if you remember, was in the top 10 wettest on record. February has been dry, but this month again looks to be pretty active. And really the big threat that's going over this next week are the flood warnings that are still going to be in effect, as we just got all of that rain. And we're still going to be dry and the sunshine will be out, but there still could be some ponding, especially on some poor drainage areas and through the rivers. So the Oconee, Ogmulgee, and the Flint rivers all have flood warnings as the water levels are very high. And these are into effect until further notice. So there's no really end date at these at the time. Otherwise, I will have more updates on our shows tonight. We have our shows WGXA News at 10 on Fox 24. And of course, we're also WGXA News on ABC 16 at 11. So definitely tune into those. We've got a lot of news as well covering what some officials have said, some reaction from the community. We've got a lot more videos of showing exactly what's out there. So definitely tune into our shows tonight, and I will have more updates with the weather as well as we head throughout the rest of this week and we finally begin to dry out. Otherwise, have a great rest of your Monday evening, and I'll talk to you later.